I opened my brother's mail. I read the acceptance letter from the rehab facility, and then I hid it for 3 weeks while he kept using. That's the thing I did. That's what this is about.
3 weeks, say the number again. 3 weeks. Tell them what happened in those 3 weeks, buddy. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Okay, so Marcus and I share a mailbox, shared past tense, and the letter came addressed to him, but I grabbed it by mistake with my stuff. And I recognized the return address because I'm the one who helped him apply. I filled out half that application. So yeah, I opened it.
By mistake, the envelope that was already unsealed when you accidentally opened it. Cool story.
Okay, the seal wasn't great. It was one of those self-adhesive ones and it had come loose a little in my bag. That's not the point. The point is I read it and they had a bed for him, a start date, everything lined up. And I didn't give it to him right away.
You shoved it behind the microwave. I found it behind the microwave, sis, with a coffee ring on it. It had been living behind the microwave.
I put it somewhere I'd see it every day so I wouldn't forget about it. That was not a hiding spot, that was a look. I was scared, okay? I know that's not an excuse. But you were finally stable, you were going to meetings, you had that job at the warehouse. And the letter said residential, 60 days, you'd have to leave immediately. I panicked.
I was stable. You want to tell them what my version of stable looked like? Because I have the hospital bill from day 19. The one you drove me to at 2 a.m. during those 3 weeks, Danny.
I know what happened, I was there.
And even then, even in the ER, you didn't tell me. The letter was still behind the microwave, and you sat next to my bed, and you held my hand, and you didn't say a single word about it.
Because I was going to lose you either way, Marcus. That is the thing nobody wants me to say out loud. If you went to rehab for 60 days, I was alone in that apartment. I was covering your half of rent. Mom had just died, okay? 6 months before this. 6 months. And you were the only person left, and I couldn't just.
Oh, so we're doing the mom card. Okay, we're doing it. You want to talk about mom? Mom called me 2 days before she died and said, make sure Danny lets people help her. That's what she said, verbatim. You want to use mom, use the whole quote.
You never told me she said that.
Because you don't let people tell you things. You just manage everything and then you call it love.
Okay, that landed. I'm not going to pretend that didn't land. But you want to talk about what I did after the ER? I went home. I took the letter out from behind the microwave. I called the facility at 7 in the morning and I told them what happened, all of it, and I asked if the bed was still available. And it wasn't. It was gone. Someone else was in it. So I went back on their wait list and I called every 2 days for 6 weeks until another spot opened. And then I sat you down and I gave you the new letter and I told you exactly what I did. You know what you said.
I said I know, because I discovered the first one 3 weeks before that. I just wanted to see if you'd tell me yourself.
You what?
Found it that first Saturday, thought maybe you were going to bring it up. Then the hospital happened and I thought, okay, now she'll say something. Nope, still nothing. You were going to let me stay on that wait list forever if I hadn't eventually called them myself.
You called them yourself.
Got in 3 weeks later, no thanks to the hiding spot.
So you're in recovery. You've been clean for 14 months. And we both held on to our version of this story at the same time, like neither of us said anything. He knew I hid it. I didn't know he knew. We just kept cooking in the same kitchen, walking around each other. I don't know what that makes us. Broken, stubborn, I genuinely don't know. He's my brother. He's the only person left. And I did something I can't fully explain, and I'm not sure I've actually been forgiven or if we're just both too tired to keep fighting about it.
You're forgiven, I didn't say I wasn't angry. Those are two different things. You should probably learn that.
What would you have done? Tell me in the comments. And if someone you know needs to hear this, send it to them. New confession dropping soon. Don't miss it.